Have any last words, Mr. Gacy?
Kiss my ass! You'll never find the rest of the bodies!
Have fun in hell.
Ah!
John Wayne Gacy is one of the most infamous serial killers of all time. He lived a twisted life from 1942 until his execution, sans before, in 1944. How does one live this way, you might ask? It began with a troubled childhood involving bullying for being non-athletic and a strive to obtain a better relationship with his father. His father abused him. Let's take a look at an occasion where Gacy was beat by his father on a Chicago playground.
John, time to go.
Dad, I want to stay and play.
No, John, we gotta go now.
Dad, just 5 more minutes.
I always like this when you're drunk. You can walk home now.
Disturbing. Gacy's home life as an adult was not much better. He had a very interesting sexual drive that involved little boys, which disturbed his wife. His home life was also affected by his job as a manager at a local KFC, which caused him to work odd hours of the day. This was perfect for him to conceal his very sick desires and his murders. These next scenes depict his relationship with his wife, a party-hard lifestyle, and 2 of his cases.
Honey, I'm home. Man, these people at work just screw me up all day. Just not doing anything right. Hello, honey.
John, what are these?
What are you doing snooping through my stuff? Those are my magazines.
But they're of little boys.
Where'd you find those?
Does it matter?
Yeah, I prefer little boys over men. Do you have a problem with that?
I can't believe you would choose little boys over me.
How could you snoop through my stuff? It makes me mad. You looking through other stuff? You've been looking through my dresser?
It's okay, honey. We'll get through this.
All right. Hey, fellas. Thanks for coming over after work.
John!
Oh,
they got ping pong?
Woo!
Woo!
Serves up, dude!
This fun got to roll. So I hit the road, made my cash.
Jimmy, come over here. Give me a high five.
Mr. Gacy, take a hit of this weed cigarette.
Man, Otto, that's the stuff.
Mr. Gacy, I gotta tell you, man, it is so awesome partying with you and stuff. Like,
I love nothing better than hanging with you kids.
You're the coolest guy. Like, why can't all parents be like you?
Man, I would love to be your parent, Otto.
Mr. Gacy,
Don't worry about it.
I don't know if I feel comfortable. What the hell was that, Mr. Gacy?
Just getting a little sensual.
Mr. Gacy.
Otto, come with me.
Where are we going?
We're going downstairs. Let's
Why?
go. Let's go. Honey, I gotta work the late shift again tonight.
That's the 3rd time this week. Are you lying to me? I don't even see you anymore.
Who are you? I'm the one who makes some money around here, huh? Who do you think you are?
You've changed, John Gacy. I don't even know who you are anymore.
I don't know who you are, but I'm home at midnight. From now on, you call me Mr. Gacy. Hey, Pete, you've been a really good employee lately.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Gacy. Say, not trying to be a jive trick or anything, but do you think you could get some beer for me and my friends for the weekend?
No problem. I think I can help you out with that.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, you and your friends should come over to my house later and we can play some ping pong and drink some beer. You want to practice with beer open right now?
Sure, that'd be far out.
Yeah. That was good. Call me John.
I'm ready for the weekend.
Hey, Pete! You and your friends come over at night. Drink some brewskis. I got the loves myself.
Oh, that'd be really convenient. Let's do it.
Get in the car and give you a ride. Hey, John, want to drink out of this bottle?
Sounds
Get you going.
Is this the good stuff?
This is great stuff.
Groovy.
Yeah. Let me have some.
Whoa. That last one kind of... I don't really feel too well, Mr. Gacy.
Just close your eyes, it'll make you feel better. We're almost there.
What's happening? No, please stop!
This was one of his victims who got away. Later turned him into the police and would eventually testify against him in court. Let's take a gander at the investigation done by investigator Joe Koznak.
FBI, open up!
You have a problem, officer?
Yeah, I do, mister. Detective John Koznak, FBI. You're under arrest. Why don't you have a few questions?
What did I do?
Sit down.
So, officer, what seems to be the problem?
Well, according to my information here, it seems that there's been some suspicion around a missing persons file. Do you know anything about Otto Martinez?
I don't know nobody named Otto. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, according to my information here, he was an employee at one of your restaurants and he disappeared 3 weeks ago.
Never heard anything about that. Poor boy.
Well, from what it says here, you've been suspicion of sodomy and maybe even murder because his body hasn't been found.
I don't know where you're getting this information from, officer.
Why
But I tell you, I'm an
don't you calm
innocent
down,
man.
Mr. Gacy?
I'm an innocent man.
Alright, well, we're going to keep an eye on you for a few weeks now. You're going to be under surveillance for a bit. So there's been a lot of missing people regarding your businesses. So hope you won't mind a little supervision.
I want to get your facts from, officer.
Well,
You want to search around my house? I'm innocent everywhere.
I'll be going today, but I'll be back tomorrow. Good meeting you. Detective John Koznak, FBI. I've got a warrant this time, punk. I'm here for the party. Search party. What do we got here? Sweet Martha's cookies. My Abraham Lincoln's beard. We've got evidence, boys. Where are the bodies, Gacy? Looks like we found something. You know anything about what's under this tarp, Mr. Gacy? By God! Looks like we found the bodies. We're going away for a long, long time.
33 bodies were eventually found, some in the basement, much like the one from the party scene. This provided sufficient evidence to convict John Wayne Gacy. His disturbing actions allowed him to spend over a year in a psychological correctional facility, where several psychologists evaluated his person. These are the results that one psychologist found.
After reviewing John Wayne Gacy multiple times, he does not have multiple personality disorder or schizophrenic, but I can diagnose that he is antisocial and is a psychopath. He showed lack of empathy and shallowness of emotion throughout the trials. He had little moral judgment, and he lied and manipulated multiple victims. He also wanted to blame everything on something else, and it was never his fault. And he had juvenile delinquency.
On February 6, 1980, the court met to prosecute Gacy. They met 2 more times. Here's a clip of the trial and the verdict.
This is John Wayne Gacy versus the state of Illinois. You're being accused of 33 murders and lots of rape. How do you plead?
Guilty for reasons of insanity.
I believe John Wayne Gacy is not insane. He knew fully well what he was doing.
Order in the court! Call first witness to the stand.
So, Peter, where did John Wayne Gacy touch you? Here, use this.
Okay, this is really hard for me to do, but when Mr. Gacy took me, he touched me like there, and then down there, and then mostly back there.
Mr. Gacy, you disgust me!
Order in the court! We've gone into recess. We'll reconvene when the jury reaches a verdict. John Wayne Gacy, you dirty son of a gun. The jury has reached a verdict, and John Wayne Gacy, you are sentenced to death for the accounts of 33 murders and for being a creepy bastard. Court adjourned.
You're coming with me, Buster.
It took 2 hours for the jury to come up with the verdict. He was sentenced to death. It took 14 years in jail for him to eventually be put to rest. In this time, he did several paintings. These paintings were eventually sold, some for as little as $200, some for as much as $20,000. Gacy lived a disturbed life, beginning with his childhood. Several psychological issues caused him to murder at least 33 people and rape many more. This is the story of a man who lived a lie. This is the story of John Wayne Gacy.
I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand